Like Mace the rapper, not the preacher, once said, I want to see you happy even if you're not with me. That's real love, right? Jerry Jones is currently having those same struggles letting go of Tony Romo, or as Stephen A. likes to call him, Jerry's prodigal son.
That bothers the heck out of me because he's going to, I know wherever he goes, he'll start. I know wherever he goes, he will compete. Absent injury, there's nothing. A couple of years ago, we see guys that are not much, but several years older than him win a Super Bowl. I think he's that kind of player. So you've dealt in your own division. Well, you've dealt at some point, you've dealt somebody the possibility that he could come back and beat us.
The snowstorm did not stop Ryan Clark from being here. How we doing, my friend?
Good. I thought it was, though. And it did take me like 2 hours to get my bag. So
you are from the South.
It tried to stop me, but I pushed through.
We will be in your city Friday. We're looking forward to it.
It's going to be a good time.
No question. Max, I want to start with you here, though, on Jerry. Should Jones be afraid?
No, he shouldn't be afraid. He's thinking about a nightmare scenario. Look, Romo's not going to wind up in the division. So if he goes to an AFC team, he's not going to stay healthy for the whole season. He hasn't been able to. His body is sending everyone that message. Believe it. The backbone's connected to the backbone. His back keeps going out. It's going to keep going out. He plays a full contact sport. Now, and a violent one. Now, is it possible that he winds up on some team in the AFC, the Broncos or whomever, where he wins a couple games early in the season, that gives him a head start, the backup quarterback comes in once he certainly gets hurt, and then he gets healthy for the playoffs, they go on a run, see the Cowboys in the Super Bowl and win, Romo beats the Cowboys? That's Jerry Jones' nightmare scenario. I suppose that's possible, but anything's possible. And so that's very unlikely. Jerry Jones should not be scared. Jerry Jones has a stacked offensive line, an excellent young quarterback, a great young running back. He's professed already that they're looking for a war daddy on defense, and now that the offense is taken care of, they can concentrate on that in the draft. They don't have to go for bargain picks because a guy falls due to character issues or off-the-field issues. Hey, let's scoop him up. Nope, you can go get the best guy there. You don't have to gamble, shore up the defense, and they have a really good chance to make the Super Bowl next season. And whoever Tony Romo goes to does not, because the reason they're getting Tony Romo is they need a quarterback to put him over the top, and they'll be getting a guy who almost certainly won't stay healthy. Jerry Jones should not fear Romo going to another team.
Your answer annoys me because, you know, you throw a whole bunch of stuff out there. What's the real picture here, Max Kellerman? If you're Jerry Jones, what the hell are you being worried about Tony Romo for when you got Dak Prescott? He's taking a shot at Dak Prescott. Why are you even bringing up why does Tony Romo matter to you? If you are an owner and you have a stud at the quarterback position who was a fourth-round pick, a rookie, and was an MVP candidate in the offensive player, the offensive rookie of the year as a quarterback, why are you worried about a 36-year-old with back issues? For what? You know why? Because this is his way of once again reminding everybody out there, I really wish that Tony Romo was still my quarterback. I really hate the fact that I have to concede to the obvious and hand it to a young stud who's bigger, younger, stronger, healthier, okay? And by the way, has produced. This is what I hate. I hate the fact that I got to sit up here, okay, and concede that this guy is my quarterback instead of my adopted son who sits in a suite with me and watch my grandson play football and Lord knows what else. Probably comes over for Thanksgiving dinner and cooks, for crying out loud. Definitely shows up on Christmas morning to exchange gifts and all of that other stuff. That's what Jerry Jones is saying. This ain't about Tony Romo. This is about him once again dismissing and disrespecting and not appreciating the stud that he has at the starting quarterback position. And Dak Prescott is too classy, too composed, too smart, because this money in the future's coming, to say anything against a man who cuts his damn check. That's what's going on
Ryan,
here.
Stephen A., real quick before Ryan jumps in, you know what annoys me is Jerry Jones using the word daddy so much. I have a real hard time with him and the word daddy.
I know why.
Make it stop.
That's his son. That's his son.
That man wants a war daddy.
That is his son.
You can't be mad that man wants a war daddy.
Let's come up with another. I'm sorry, Ryan, though. I digress.
But Stephen A., I agree with you. This isn't about what he's saying about Tony Romo. Like, I get it. You love Tony Romo. Tony Romo to you has done a lot for the organization. This is a guy that was undrafted, came in to be the franchise quarterback, has led you to some big regular season wins. But when we talk about what he's done in the playoffs, it's not something that we're impressed with. And you look at Dak Prescott, as you said, he's bigger, he's stronger, he's faster, he's healthier, which is the huge thing. And when you look at Tony Romo and think to yourself, kind of like what Max said, what's the worst case scenario? Maybe Tony Romo does go out and gets to a team like a Denver and wins the Super Bowl. So what? You have your quarterback. It's like a guy or a girl hanging on to an ex and being like, oh my goodness, what if they find somebody better? So what? Don't worry about what they find. Worry about what you have. And in Dak Prescott, you have a franchise quarterback. In Dak Prescott, you have a guy that can lead you into the future. You have the offensive player of the year as a rookie, a guy who's only going to get better, only going to make your organization better, only conducts himself in a way, which is probably why he won't speak out about now, in a way that is personifying class. So to me, if you're Jerry Jones, it's cool to make these statements. It's cool to talk about how much you love Tony Romo if you're doing it to make his trade higher, to make what you can get back for him a better deal for you. But if you believe these things, if you are truly holding on to him, then you're delusional. You have the quarterback you need. You've seen Tony Romo not be able to finish seasons, not be able to finish games. And so maybe Jerry here is being a bit of a businessman, because I hope he's being a bit of a businessman and has talked to Dak Prescott and told him, you're my quarterback of the future.
If you don't like Jerry Jones, as I said last week, this has got to feel good for you, because Jerry Jones from the very beginning has, in spite of the fact that he's the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, he's been totally and completely powerless. He's powerless to do anything. As Stephen A., you pointed out from the beginning, he's unusually attached to Tony Romo, and yet for all his protests, you know, for all the idea that he keeps talking about Romo as the quarterback and how great Romo is, reality dictated the situation. If you continue to win with Dak Prescott, Romo ain't getting back in, and guess what? Romo didn't get back in. And heading into next year, guess what? Dak Prescott's the quarterback, and Romo's out of there. So Jerry Jones keeps making these statements. To me, it almost seems as though it's like he's trying to flex his muscle in a way so that he feels like he's not powerless. So it feels to him like it's actually a decision. There's no decision to be made. Reality's made the decision for him.
Please, he's whining. He's whining because he's going to miss his adopted son. You got a 6'2", 220-pound quarterback who's 23 years old, passed for over 3,600 yards, and you whining about how
Stephen
much
it's
difficult it is to
come over and eat. He can still come over and cook Thanksgiving dinner.
To his grandson's game.
He can still come,
Exactly.
Please.